I have to say I'm a big fan of the show and a big fan of your character.
Thank you.
I have seen up to the end of season 2, which I know everybody in America has not, so which I'm going to talk about because that's what I care about.
Okay.
So we'll just assume all my viewers have too.
All right.
So I'll put a big spoiler alert on it. Okay, so at the end of the show, at the end of season 2, the big thing was you left, and I was like, you got to be kidding me! Like, I mean, I granted the whole new love. I appreciate that. Granted, I'll give you that. So, how did you feel about that ending?
Well, at the end of season 2, I mean, I don't leave our world. I don't leave Beau's side. I am faced with, this point in my life where I need to make a decision and I need to understand what kind of a life I want. A love like Nate and Kenzi have, it really doesn't come along very often, and they have quite a history together because they've known each other since they were little kids. So I think for Kenzi, it was just a real test of her loyalty to Beau, which, she's been loyal from day one, but here she was presented with this opportunity to have a normal, amazing life with this man that, it just lifts her up and just gives her a whole different life, a whole different perspective on life. So being faced with that challenge was really nice, just from an actor's standpoint, to be able to explore that. But I don't think Kenzi would, at this point, ever really leave Beau's side because they really are joined at the heart. I can't say joined at the hip, I'd say joined at the heart.
Oh my gosh.
Well, with all the, because Beau's character is a bisexual character,
that's the short.
How do you feel about, I guess, the tension between your characters is very kind of big sister, little sister. Well, how do you guys kind of, I guess, prevent that from going over? Because it seems like that would be an easy way to go.
I think they have this, it's a hard question. When Beau and Kenzi meet each other, specifically for Kenzi was always living without a purpose. She was living on the street, she was just surviving day to day, she was stealing, pickpocketing, like doing anything she can just to get through the day. And when she met Beau, she found family and she found love without the sexual part of it, which again is really rare in life, to feel that connected to somebody and not have it kind of cross the line and go into sexual territory. I don't see it ever going anywhere else, other than the occasional succubus kiss when needed. But they just have a bond that is not only sisterly, but I feel like it's also, in moments where Beau doesn't know things, Kenzi's there to teach her. In moments where Kenzi doesn't know things, Beau is there to teach her. So they just have this really beautiful sister, best friend, family. So I don't see it ever crossing that line.
I agree too, but the last question I have is, of all the other characters that you've had to work with on the show, who's your favorite? Because I mean, you have a lot of scenes with Dyson and his partner that I'm blanking on right now, and then Trick. Thank you. Which one of them do you really enjoy having scenes with?
Father-son relationship.
I'd say there's 3, and it's funny because it's all the men on our show. I love Anna. We have the greatest time ever. She's my #1. But if I had to pick other characters, I would say that it's a tie between Chris, who I believe is an incredible actor, and every time I'm working with him, I'm just like, oh my god, how are you so good? So I have a lot of fun with him. Rick Howland is unbelievable, and I always ask the writers, I'm like, please give me more scenes with Rick, please give me more scenes with Rick. And I have a very, very good time with Paul Amos, who's also incredible, plays Vex. He's just, I mean, he just blows our mind. Like, every time he's in an episode, we have so much fun. We can't stop laughing. He's really phenomenal. So I'd say those are my 3 boys that I really enjoy working with.